All right, what's going on, y'all? This your man Pristine. So here is the rear camera system for the Moto G7. Now we have a dual camera system here. We've got a 12 megapixel primary and a 5 megapixel depth sensor. And this camera, it's pretty much got all the bells and whistles. We are able to record in 4K at 30 frames per second, I believe, 1080p at 60 or 30 frames. And then, of course, we can scale down to 720p also at 30 frames per second. Now, the 5 megapixel lens, it's not a telephoto lens. I mean, so you do not have the option or the ability to zoom in, to take advantage of that 2-time optical zoom like you would if we had a telephoto lens. And so it is strictly for depth information. This also is an AI cam, which is pretty typical for cameras nowadays in 2019. And so we do have Google Lens on board. And so if you want to point your camera at something and get some information about it, landmarks or different locations and stuff like that, then you do have the ability to do that, and that secondary camera helps out with that type of thing. We do not have optical image stabilization, but we do have something called gyro electronic image stabilization, so we're going to definitely see exactly how that improves the camera stability while you're out moving around. But I mean, as far as like color accuracy, color reproduction, and all that kind of thing, I mean, I've had not one problem. I mean, I've taken some crystal clear, spot on photos with this camera. And so, it's hard to get your hands on a terrible camera nowadays in 2018. It doesn't matter if it's a budget device, if it's a mid-range device, if it's a flagship. I mean, a lot of these cameras have really great cameras. And the Moto G7 here, in my personal opinion, is also part of that conversation. Now, just getting out of the car, just looking to see how the camera just adjusts to the lighting outside of the car. As you can see, I've got the limousine tint on the windows, and so you can barely see in, and so it's really dark inside of the car, especially considering that I've got dark interiors. Now, getting out, I mean, the camera just adjusts beautifully to the conditions outside. I mean, it's been kind of snowing, raining, very windy. Now the sun's out. I live in Seattle, Washington. I mean, so it's true, ladies and gentlemen, you do get all 4 seasons in one day. You know what I mean? Winter, spring, summer, and fall. It's been a little warm. It's been cold. It's been windy and breezy. It was snowing earlier this morning. There was white all over the place, but the rain washed it all out. And so that's just what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and just walk around a little bit. And I'm going to just walk at my normal pace, see what that electronic image stabilization really does for the camera. I hope the footage isn't too shaky. But I mean, as you can see, the color accuracy and the detail, ladies and gentlemen, is on point. All right, pardon the noise back there. You see we've got the I-5 right there. A lot of traffic. It's like 4 in the afternoon, so people coming home from work. A lot of traffic out there. Sun beaming on me. Feels good. Feels good. All right. So, again, I mean, we can record in, I think we do have some slow-mo options with this camera as far as recording. But yeah, I mean, I just think that this is a really, really good camera for the price. I mean, again, $299 for the Moto G7 here. You've got the G7 Plus, which I think is $329.99. And then you've got the G7 Power and the G7 Play. All right, so Motorola, they put out a G7 to fit everybody's budget, basically, and that's really nice. And so, yeah, let me know what you guys think about the dual camera system here on the Moto G7. I'm going to swing the camera around, and we'll take a look at the front-facing camera, and we'll close this video out. All right? Okay, y'all, so this is the 8 megapixel front-facing selfie camera on the Moto G7. And as you can see, things are looking pretty nice. $299, not an awful lot of cash, but you're getting a lot of bang for your buck here with the Moto G7. There's a reason why Moto has been the budget champion over the past 3-4 years, and it appears as though they're keeping that string alive with the G7 here. They're continuing to reign supreme as the budget king. All right. This camera is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it looks good. I mean, what more do I need to say? You know what I mean? what more do I need to say? $299. You can get yourself a Moto G7. You've got excellent performance. Stay tuned for the pristine review because that's going to be coming soon, but you've got great performance. I love the fact that Moto, they put the Snapdragon 632 processor in all of the G7s with the exception of the Moto G7 Plus, which there's a Snapdragon 636 processor. But yeah, you've got really good performance out of all three of them, so there's not going to be a performance drop-off just because you decide to go with one of the lesser tier models. So I think that that's really, really mindful of Motorola to do that, just to make sure that everybody that buys one of these G7 devices is really getting the optimum experience as far as performance, great build quality, features, functions, and yes, cameras, as I'm displaying right now. So, I mean, I don't really have too much more to say about it, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? 8 megapixel front-facing selfie camera here on the Moto G7. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about it. And that's it, man. That's all I got. You know what I'm saying? You already know, man. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to expose yourself to tons of more videos that I've done like this one. Because I've got so much more content to come, yeah. I'm getting tongue-tied. Be sure to hit that notification bell so that every time my videos go live, you can be the first to check it out. And get down in the comment section with any questions or comments or feedback. I'll be sure to answer your questions on YouTube or in follow-up videos that I may do for this phone or other devices that I may be talking about. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. And you guys already know, please stay safe, get spiritually fit. We're definitely living in the last days. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.